Out of the way! Coming through!
What the?
Hold it right there!
Damned thief!
Ha! You think you can catch the mighty Fae? Not a chance! Not even half a one! See ya, suckers! Except, I actually won't, cause I'll be too far away!
Damn it! She got away again!
What the heck is going on here?
That girl's a thief. She sneaks into our food warehouses, trashes the place stuffing her face, and then makes off with the choicest snacks.
That's, what? The third time now? She's so damn fast, we can never keep up with her!
A thief, huh? Isn't there some other way we can catch her?
We've tried setting traps, but they never work. And we've tried tracking her, but the trail always goes cold. We figure she's hiding out somewhere in town, but we can't figure out where.
If only I were back home. I'd just ask Bababa.
Who?
Oh, right. So I'm from the town of Dafan. You know, near Haishan. Whatever mysteries turn up, we ask Bababa to solve them. She can answer anything.
So she's like a seer?
Yeah, something like that. Bababa would know exactly where that Weasley little sneak is hiding.
The Baba from the town of Defan, huh?
I have been expecting you, Noah of the Alliance.
Huh? You know who I am?
I know many things.
I see. So you're like a fortune teller.
Strictly speaking, no. Rather the opposite. I see not what will be, but what has been. Traces remain for those who can see it.
So you predict the past?
The past lays the road that leads to the present and travels thence onwards. Those who can follow its twists and turns may see glimpses of where it leads. In that sense, it is similar to predicting the future. But to answer your initial query, I am a spirit medium.
Really?
Now, let us be on our way.
I'm sorry?
You intend to lead the Alliance to victory, do you not? To do so, you must learn the locations of like-minded fellows so that you may gather them to your cause. Nothing is accomplished in an empty room. With my powers, I can help you fill it. I do not offer you a choice in this matter. Having met you face to face, it is clear to me that you must be the victor of this war.
So you're going to help us?
I have already explained just that. Having anticipated this, my bags are packed and ready for the journey. Besides, that little girl needs our help. Do not worry. I know exactly where your town lies. I will leave for it at once.
Bababa! You're here!
This woman is the seer you were talking about?
Yeah. We're gonna get that Weasley sneak for sure now!
Ah, Noah has joined us.
So we're trying to locate a thief. Her name is Faye, I think?
Yes, allow me. Zipper-de-lips, Opada-mind, Shablooey! I see. We must seek out a swaggering man, rosy-clad and brashly so.
Who could that be? Somebody loud and dressed in pink?
Emperor Sheark, Self-Defense Force Captain, Eupharius the Seventh, reporting for duty.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Well, I guess our work is done.
Thanks to you, we can now call upon the Sheoks for aid.
That just leaves Sane's group. I wonder how they're faring.
Their operation remains underway, Mom. In fact, I was just about to return to the Empire to check on their progress. Have I leave to depart?
Go ahead, Hildy. Although knowing Sane, I bet he's doing just fine.
I am sure you're correct, sir. I'll return with good news as swiftly as possible. Lieutenant? Will you attempt to see your father, sir? As the Duke's men are certain to be watching, it will require sneaking in.
Another time, perhaps. How goes our progress in the mean?
Second Lieutenant Valentine has been using his extra time here to scout locations. He's chosen a safe house in Lowtown, on the west side of the city. Shall we join him?
So where's this safe house?
The second lieutenant said we'd know once we got there. Subtle.
Do it just like we discussed. Those pursuers might not be far behind.
Leave it to us, Val. If someone don't belong, we'll sniff 'em out a league away.
Huh? Say,
Ain't you that rich Kessling kid?
Sorry, no.
All right, I get it. Well, no worries, stranger. Any friend of ours is a friend of ours. I'll be seeing you.
You both made it. Good.
Who were those lovely chaps?
Oh, just some old companions. Just because I made it into officer's school by the skin of my teeth doesn't make me any less of a low-towner. Some around here still look up to me.
What's this about pursuers?
If you mean is anyone after us, then yes, I'm sure they are. But we were discussing something else. I pulled strings at the Intelligence Bureau to find out which factions have ill feelings about Aldrich's power grab. But ill feelings or no one's willing to openly oppose him.
Not even General Goldwyn?
Nope. No question how he feels, but without proof of who offed the Emperor, he's not ready to move.
Aldrich dispatched General Goldwyn to Euchris just before the assassination, so he might quickly solidify his power base here. The Duke's has been thorough.
Yes, indeed. But not completely so. I have a lead.
Do tell.
Paul, bring him in.
It's all right. They're friends.
My name is Sane Kessling. And who are you?
Call me Ivy.
Yaelu, sir.
These girls are your lead?
Yep. And they've got one head spinner of a tail.
So the two of you escaped from Aldrich's Rune Lens research facility?
Yes, sir. My people and I were taken from our village against our will. I'd no hope of escape, let alone returning home. But then Ivy here came to my rescue.
I was working at the facility as an engineer, but no one ever talked about what went on in the back of the place. And since being left in the dark gets me steamed, I decided to poke around and find out.
Based on her description, Miss Yaelu's village sounds like it's part of the Norsfarian territory that was ceded to the Empire.
Is it possible your people were the whole reason Aldrich sought its annexation?
All I know is that the Chaldeans were trying to search the nearby rune barrow, sir. But I did hear him say they ran into trouble with the Guardians. If I had to guess, I'd say they found our village purely by chance. As for why they abducted us...
That's the same power as a rune lens. But where's the lens?
Some of us villagers, like my brother and myself, are born with the power of rune lenses inside us. That terrible masked lady working for the Empire picked up on it and immediately had us all locked up.
Wait, hang on! They locked up the entire village!
Yes. My mother, my father, even my little brother.
Forced internment? But why?
Obviously not for anything good. When I heard all this, I figured others needed to know, so I went and sprung Yelu from the facility. But there was only room in my tool chest to smuggle her or her brother out. Couldn't do both.
He stayed behind so I could escape.
We managed to shake the Duke's pursuers. Next thing we know, we'd wound up here.
We came across them not far from here while hiding the rune tank. Although, we nearly had a situation with Ivy and her rune arms when she thought we were Imperial goons.
And I'm still sorry about that.
No worries. Though I wouldn't want to tangle your arms again anytime soon.
I know. I goofed.
Please, sir. My family and the other villagers need your aid. Will you help them?
What do you say?
If the Duke's actions violate Imperial law, we might be able to turn the tide by making this affair public. Also... The Imperial army I know would never stand for this kind of behavior. He's acting like a damn tyrant.
Now that's the spirit. So long as we're committing treason, might as well make it mean something.
So the plan is to infiltrate the Duke's research facility, rescue the villagers, and expose this whole mess, right?
Not quite. My apologies, Yelu. We may not be able to free your people right away. It may have to wait until we can make the Duke's actions public.
I'll take whatever help I can, sir. Thank you.
We can take the rune tank, most of the way to the facility. I hid her over on the east side of town. Let's head there first.
Come on, Yelu. Let's go.
Okay. I'm so worried about my family.
Well, Maroon Tank will get us to the facility faster than you can say, Paul's a genius!
And my rune arms will smack the bad guys into next week!
Thank you. That cheers me somewhat.
Right. Let's get moving.
All right. I think we're in business.
This is incredible! I'm a long way from designing runic tech on this scale.
I don't know. Your arms trace the movements of your body, right? If you ask me, that kind of microtech is the real wonder.
Aw, you're a sweetie.
It's time we departed.
All set here.
Still, Guardhaven Castle. If that's where we're headed, we're in for one wild ride.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it would be so dangerous. But...
We know what has to be done, and nothing will deter us from doing it. Even if it means infiltrating Aldrich's own stronghold.
Right. Let's get this done. This is as close as I can bring her without being spotted.
Remember, we're not here to storm the castle. All we have to do is sneak into the Rune Lens research facility where the villagers are being held.
We shouldn't encounter much resistance between here and my workshop. But past that, sentries galore.
Perhaps it's best for you to stay here and leave this to us, Miss Yelu.
Please, ma'am. I want to go. If I'm with you, the villagers are more likely to trust you. And besides, I should help.
The first order of business is to find out what they're up to in the back of that facility.
I'm guessing it ain't gonna be pretty.
Second Lieutenant.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You, stand by and make sure the rune tank is ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move. Strange. I thought we'd encounter more guards. Where are they?
Low-ranking soldiers are forbidden from coming here, just like us engineers. Although, I always figured the place was full of, you know, high-ranking ones.
Master Zane! Over there!
What in the heck were those things?
Lieutenant.
I know. They look just like the enemies we faced in the rune barrows. But how did they get here? The area ahead looks promising.
I must be getting nervous because I'm hearing voices in my head.
Whatever we're doing, we better do it fast.
Agreed. But first...
Are these the villagers?
Yes, Your Grace. The Guardians have been hindering our progress through the Norsfarian Barrows, but finding that place was a windfall. A rune lens placed in a village in order to hide and protect it. Simply fascinating.
Milu, no!
What are you gonna do to us? And what have you done with my mother and father?
Well, well. Aren't you a brave lad? Rune lenses are fickle and unreliable, and reserve their blessings for only a chosen few. Some of whom, like yourself, are imbued with their power from birth. I think you can agree that's not very fair.
What's your point?
If all humanity is to take advantage of the Rune Lens's gifts, the nature of such gifts must first be elucidated. History demands we walk down this path, the righteous path. Do you not agree?
Still don't get what this has to do with us.
See you that? It is a primal lens, the wellspring from which rune lenses derive their power. If we unravel its secrets, we can launch humanity into a bold new future. But I'm going to need your help for that, young man. You will help me, won't you?
Help? Is that what my parents are doing? And the other villages you stole?
The primal lens does not give its secrets easily. It requires sacrifice.
Sacrifice? Wait. You killed them? You killed them? My arm.
Sad news for the weak, I know. But the future comes at a blood price. And humanity must attain its destiny!
Where are we?
What's going... There! Over there! Milu! No!
What did you do? If it isn't the Kessling whelp. Mule all you want, boy. But I've no regret for my actions. Don't you dare gloat! A shame. The world could have used your talent. But you will see before you die.
What are you doing?
Giving you one small glimpse of the primal lens's power.
Milu! Milu! Yelu, is that you?
Aldrich! Help me understand something, little Kessling. How does one born into nobility and gifted with such incredible talent sink to treachery against his motherland?
It's not... It's not treachery to do the right thing.
Oh, this should be good. Do tell.
If the cause were just, I would gladly lay down my life for Galdia. But this war was predicated on a lie. You wove fictions about other nations in order to declare a meaningless war. You killed His Excellency the Emperor so he couldn't stop you. And now you're murdering innocent people to draw out the lens's power. There is no justification for your actions. None!
pathetic. Is that flaccid reasoning really the best you can muster? In the grand flow of history, no one will remember or care that you had scruples. It is insignificant. That's how small men think. Small men with no vision for their country.
All the same, I will do what is right. You will not shame or scare me away from it.
Then it is time you vanished from the pages of history, as all small-minded men must.
Master Sane!
Lieutenant!
They escaped!
Shall I pursue them?
Yes. Take the prototypes. Let the boy taste the fruit of his contributions.
As you command.
Will he be all right?
I've stopped the bleeding and dressed the wound as best I can. He'll live.
It'll be all right, sis. Oh, Milu.
It's okay. I'll find a way to help the kid.
What do we do now, Lieutenant? The Dukes will doubtless send pursuers after us.
All villagers, listen to me. I will assign soldiers to protect you, follow their lead and escape into the forest, then remain hidden.
But what if we can't get away?
You will, because we're going to draw the pursuers' attention.
How?
With with a silver blaze of glory from my very inanimate ring tank.
Exactly. And while we're making a fuss, you run in the other direction as fast as your legs can carry you.
All right, we'll try.
We're moving out shortly. Be ready.
Yes, sir.
Ready when you are, Sane.
Begin the operation.
Yes, sir. She'll be at peak pressure momentarily.
We've decided we're gonna help. I want a chance to stick it to that bloated gas bag.
Yes. Please take us with you.
It's going to be dangerous.
I don't care. The Dukes has to pay. Technology is supposed to bring people happiness. What he's doing is... it's just wrong.
I was too late to help my mother and father. And so many others. But I can still protect Milu and the villagers that are left. Please!
All right. Hop aboard.
Thank you.
You won't regret this.
We're leaving. See that the villagers get to safety.
Yes, Mom.
This way, everyone! Hurry!
Be careful, Yelu.
I will. And I know that I let you down sometimes, but I promise I'll never let anyone hurt you again.
Come on, Milu! We have to go!
Take care of him, alright?
The tank is leaving! Move, move, move!
Commence Operation Let's Bust Out of Here, followed by Operation Crazy Havoc.
Any sign of them?
Not yet, sir.
I don't like this. It's too damn easy.
Maybe we need to make a bigger scene.
I could fire another round toward the castle.
We could try.
I think something's coming.
Where?
Dead ahead. They're already on us?
What was that thing? Does the Dukes have monster henchmen or something?
Don't be a ninny. Still, that thing was trying to block our escape.
Yes. And stranger, I could sense runic power coming from it. The same power as in the lenses.
We've seen monsters with raw crystallized lens material in their bodies before.
I'm talking about something more focused and pure.
Save the chatter for when it matters. We got company. Brace for battle, everyone. Okay, what's going on? This one and the last were both fitted with rune lenses. And Regul's too.
A monster with a fully kitted lens.
I really hope the Dukes isn't making those things in his facility.
Over there!
Well, I suppose that's what you get with prototypes.
You! Those monsters were prototypes.
Explain yourself!
Oh, what am I to do with you?
Oh no, not again!
And that was one of the more complete specimens, too.
Complete? How? Are you controlling those monsters through the lenses?
Why would you do such a thing?
Because they have utility as weapons.
No way.
This is the Dukes' so-called progress.
Monster or not, they're living things, and it's wrong to experiment on them.
That's not technology! No way! I refuse to call it that!
Call it what you will, it matters not. This next specimen was completed after we increased the primal lens's level of awakening. And it will finish you. Oh, and we have your reclusive people to thank for that, girl.
My parents. No.
If it helps, theirs was a noble sacrifice for the betterment of humankind.
I've heard enough. How you could call any part of this noble. How you could think you're bettering anything. There's not a shred of justice in you people.
I agree. They're enemies of the world who must be stopped.
For the sake of the Empire.
Impossible! How did you defeat that?
'Cause we got justice on our side. We'll never lose to you!
Oh, then we'll just try another.
Nope! No more monsters! Hold on, everybody. I've got one more trick up my sleeve, and it's a doozy!
What are you...
Compression combustor, fire!
What's Master Zane doing?
What is necessary?
And that's everything we saw and heard at Guardhaven Castle.
And what would you have me do with this?
I trust you to decide, Father.
There's no evidence. Even if I did get this to General Goldwyn, nothing would come of it. Save the Duke's wrath.
I know.
As the head of House Kessling, I must put the protection of our family first. Your actions amount to treason against the Empire, and I cannot condone them. Now leave, before your mother notices you're home.
I understand. Once I go, I promise to never return. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made for me, Father.
Why sane?
My brother told me time and again.
Arthur?
Yes. He always said, the greatest glory comes from doing right.
I see.
Goodbye, Father.
I told you I could not condone your actions as the head of House Kessling, but as a father, I could not be prouder of both of my boys. Stand by your principles, my son.
Yes, sir. And that's what we were able to learn. As of now, no significant force within the Empire is publicly opposing Dukes Aldrich. However, once word of his activities gets out, I have faith opposition will emerge.
I knew that fiend's slimy grin hid terrible secrets, but weaponizing lenses is a horror.
And we now know there was more to the Norsfarian purchase than simply securing a foothold for invasion.
I'm sorry to ask, Yelu, but your family?
My parents didn't make it.
That damnable cur!
Sacrificing human lives to unlock the power of the rune lenses.
It's totally unforgivable.
Yelu, look!
Oh, Milu.
Me and Paul wanted to come through for the little guy, so we put our heads together and voila!
What do you think? Pretty fierce, yeah? Nobody's gonna hurt you ever again, now that I've got this.
No, Milu. They won't. Thank you.
From what I'm hearing, it doesn't sound as if our military victory has dulled Aldrich's ambitions. His next move is coming. We can count on it.
Another move on the League once he consolidates power within the Empire, perhaps? No. He's after something more.
Especially considering what he did to Yelu's people.
So what's the plan?
I'll continue gathering intelligence. Otherwise, we grow our strength. That's the one thing we can control.
Sure feels like this crap's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Aw, what's the matter, kiddo? Talk to your boss. I'm a fountain of sage advice, after all. Oh, wait, no. I already got it. You need a belly full of grub and a good night's sleep. Yep, that's the ticket, all right.
Not the worst advice I've ever heard. Take a day for yourself, Noah. Go back to your quarters and rest.
'Cause tomorrow, that snout of yours is going right back to the grindstone. Ha ha ha!
We'll be facing the Empire in earnest now.
Oh, hey, Leon.
Okay, there's clearly something wrong, so spit it out.
Just a lack of confidence, I guess. Periel roped me into being commander, but I'm not sure I'm the right person for the job.
Yeah, I guess her ladyship did sort of sucker you into this, huh?
You think so too?
Look, let me ask you something. How did you feel about those things Sane and Yelu told us today?
They made me sick and furious.
And how about what happened to your home?
I'll never let anything like that happen again, obviously.
Okay, so isn't that enough? You're a man of pure, honest, emotional reactions, which is why her ladyship tapped you to be the big cheese. And for what it's worth, Well, I know you giving it your all will help me rise to the occasion too.
You mean it?
Course she means it.
No one's asking you to change. All you have to do is keep being yourself.
Master Sane?
Oh, Yelu. I'm sorry I wasn't able to save your parents.
Don't be. We were strangers to you. You owed us nothing. I just... Well, I wanted to know... Why did you help us?
Though I understand completely if you feel differently, I still believe good yet remains in the Empire. So I continue to fight for my homeland, even if it means betraying it.
So...
Well, I guess I needed to prove I was right. That must sound so selfish to you.
No. Your reason doesn't change your actions. It doesn't change what you did for us.
How soon before the Dukes makes his move, would you say?
Not long. I fear the intelligence we've received paints a most distressing picture. The upcoming fight will be difficult.
How would you handle it?
Run to the edge of the world and dig a very deep hole. Because I fear that's exactly how far I'd have to go to stay out of the Dukes' reach.
So what's stopping you?
I don't own a shovel. Therefore, I have decided to undertake the next best option, defeating him.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
I was under the impression you'd arrived at the same decision.
Of course. I've a promise to deliver on after all.
Pretty sure their castle's just ahead.
Then let's pay him a visit.
Poof away!
Did you bring me those Eggfoot eggs?
I'm so glad you asked, because...
Oh my gosh! With these, I can open a racetrack! That's been my dream for as long as I can remember. Can't you just picture it? Eggfoot's dashing down the course, neck and neck. Well, they don't have necks. And screaming in delight. This is the absolute best day of my life, sir. Thank you so much. The name's Paquia, and we are gonna do big things together.
Handing over the eggs is Noah. He passes them to Paquia. She smiles. There's the handshake. Score! It's a new comrade. Can you believe this, folks? Eggfoot race history in the making. This is a day you're gonna tell your grandkids to tell their grandkids about.
Hi, Mandy.
Oh, sorry. Should have opened with that. I'm Mandy, a professional Eggfoot race commentator. I saw you and Paquia sharing this legendary moment, and I just had to call the action as it unfolded.
Mandy's the best in the biz. If you get him to work our racetrack, he'll have the crowd going completely bonkers.
That's what I'm here for, to apply for the job. Paquia's not the only one who's been dreaming of building a racetrack all these years.
Sure, why not? Welcome aboard.
Noah with the offer. Here comes another handshake. It's a big one. Score! Mandy is on the roster.
I guess we'll see you back at your town.
She's off, folks. Paquia is gonna shake up the world of Eggfoot racing. And who's that hot on her heels? It's Mandy. Mandy and Paquia, Paquia and Mandy heading to greener pastures.
Help you with something? If it's about a job, I don't come cheap.
I'm looking for comrades to fight for our cause.
Oh, comrades, you says. Well, you don't get top-shelf talent like mine for less than the asking price, which I'd put at, let's say 100,000 Bakwa. And you can add a smile on top as a gesture of sincerity.
All right, here's your fee.
Handsome to loosen the purse strings. Now that's my type of man. If I was a score younger, I might even let you talk me into a romantic dinner. I'll be taking that. Thank you kindly. Oh, wipe the look of horror off your mug. I'm not gonna swindle you. You really wanted me so bad that you'd part with buttload of Bakwa?
You can't put a price on a skilled comrade.
That's so. I've decided. I likes ya. You're gutsy, and gutsy men get it done. My services are yours. Many a buyer has tried to woo me before, but you're the first to pay the full amount without so much as a word of haggling. To honour your boldness, I'm giving you half of the 100,000 back. I might have hiked the price a tad to try and scare you away.
You overcharged?
I did. But I am flattered you coughed it up, and now you get me for half what you thought. Win-win, right? The name's Prunella, and my talents are worth every Bakwa. Pleasure to join you.
I'm telling you, kid, you want to do big things, you gotta pump those muscles.
Don't you want to be the greatest like me?
I already am the greatest! The mighty Fae! The greatest, swiftest, sneakiest thief in the world!
You know what? Maybe you are. Let's you and me tear this city up.
Yes! Let's tear things up!
There she is! Right where Bababa said she'd be.
Rats! You thugs found my safe haven! Well, you're not catching me! See ya!
Yeah! She got away again!
What the hell, Noah? You got some beef with the little girl? I do. She's been stealing food from the Alliance. Damn, really? I thought she reminded me of my old life. But stealing ain't right! I see her again, I'll nab her for you, okay? Thanks, Yusuke. I appreciate that.
Oh, I can't believe she gave us the slip. Guess we'll need to ask Bababa again.
Perry, if I put antiques and noblesse oblige in a sentence together, does that mean anything to you?
Now there's an odd question. Do you need help with something?
Maybe I should start from the beginning.
What a curious fellow. Most of today's nobles would call that thinking old-fashioned, but I believe I know just who to consult. Jinquis!
Yes, milady?
We need to find an antique that would stir even the stoniest of hearts. Can you suggest anything?
A yellow rose censer, perhaps? But they are maddeningly difficult to come by, unless you're willing to take on a scarab.
Ah, yes. A rarity like that would be perfect. I think my father had one in his collection. But we'll need a new one. Do you know where these scarab creatures roam?
As I recall, they can be found in the eastern desert.
Great! I'll hunt one down. Thanks, Periel.
It's the least I can do. As your new acquaintance might put it, it's my noblesse oblige. The privileged must use their knowledge and resources for people in need.